Let's go back to that amazing year of 2004 when amazing games like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, Tony Hawk Underground 2, and the original Fable for the Xbox came out. And then there was 10-year-old me playing this. If you told 10-year-old me that 12 years down the line I'd be making a video about RuneScape, I would not have believed you. I really felt the urge to make a video talking about how RuneScape as a game changed how I played a lot of games that I play today. For those of you that don't know about RuneScape, I don't know how you found this video if you don't know about RuneScape, but regardless, it is an MMORPG, free-to-play PC game. So it was free, obviously, like I just said, so that made it easily accessible. And then on top of that, you could play it in a browser back in 2000 whatever. But you used to be able to play in a browser, you still can to this day. And in this game, it's a fantasy world, you can level up skills, fight goblins, all this magical stuff. But the overarching fact that it was free and it was easy to run on any PC at that time, it was easily accessible for everyone. So kids in my school would play it, and it was just a big, good old social experience. I picture you sitting there asking yourself how a game that looked like this could possibly change how I play video games today. Well, let's get into that. The first thing I want to talk about is the banking in the game. So in RuneScape, you're only allowed to have, I think, 24 slots in your inventory. So everything that you wanted to use, such as a pickaxe, an axe, gold, anything that you had on you would take its own inventory slots. And then there were certain items, for example, fish, that wouldn't stack on top of each other, so they would take every fish would be its own slot. But then again, you also had things like runes that would stack, so you know, if you had 16 runes, it would count as 16 and not take 16 individual slots. But this game's banking, the way banking worked in this game made me be more organized as a person, and especially in newer games, it makes me really think about what I'm taking with me on every quest. Because if you were to die in RuneScape, you lose every item except for your most valuable 3. So if you're doing a quest and out of nowhere you're in, I don't know, you're doing a random quest and this giant frost monster comes, right, kicks your ass, and you have all 24 things filled, you're losing 21 items except for your most valuable 3, which at least you get your most valuable 3, right? But then there's a PvP zone called the Wilderness. Whoa, it's the editing astronaut here. I quickly just want to show a quick clip showing you how frustrating it could be to die in the wilderness. Headphone users, please beware. So the wilderness, before you cross into it, it tells you, hey, this is the wilderness. If you die, there's other players can attack you. You'll lose everything. Everything you have on you except for what's equipped. So like your armor and your weapons, gone. Gone. It's good high risk, high reward. Actually, I think your armor and your weapons might go with you if you die. I don't really remember. And I've been playing more recently to kind of get into it again. I don't know. So the second thing that RuneScape taught me was that you have to spend money to make money. I know that sounds like just a quote that everyone says nowadays, business people, but if RuneScape really teaches you that and drives it home as hard as it can. So my example that I'm going to use for this is when you first start the game, you're able to level up skills, as I said, and you could fish, cut wood, whatever you want to do. So south of the starting area, there's this little pond, and in this pond, there's the fishing tutor. The fishing tutor will give you a free net. You can take the net, and you can net shrimp, and it'll level up your fishing skill. So I would level up my fishing skill. I would get all sorts of shrimp. You can cut down, if you get an axe, which is, there's a free axe early on, you can cut down a tree. You get a tinderbox. You use it on the wood, you make a fire. Or you can walk back and use the castle's fireplace, furnace, whatever. And you cook the shrimp, and then you could then sell said shrimp. So you would then sell said shrimp to make gold. Or you could eat it and restore health, whatever you wanted to do with it. So after you get to level 5 fishing, you're able to fish for herrings using a fishing pole and bait. So you don't start with any money in this game, so the free net helps out. But after you sell enough shrimp, you have the money to now buy a fishing pole and bait. Using the fishing pole and bait, you can catch herrings. It's not herrings next, it's sardines or something. Anyway, you catch sardines or herrings. Pretty sure it's sardines at this point. Whatever. You catch those sardines, and then you cook those, and then sell them for more. So and then you get more experience towards fishing when you catch the sardines. So it's kind of like you could level up faster with better equipment, but you have to pay for that equipment, so you have to sell what you make. Same thing with mining. You're able to mine ores, smelt those ores into bars, and sell those bars for more money to buy better pickaxes, to mine faster, to sell again. So it just taught me how to manage money a little bit better, and it taught me definitely like spend money to make money. So there's that. I still don't follow it. I'm still always broke, but biggest thing and what made me really want to make this video is the crafting in RuneScape. The crafting in RuneScape makes me kind of sets up how I craft now in video games. So how it works is, like I said, you can get the ore from mining, right? So to make 1 bronze bar, it's 1 copper ore and 1 tin ore. So you get 1 copper ore, 1 tin ore, you smelt them together at a furnace. Once you go to that furnace and smelt the bronze bar, you're able to then go to an anvil to make the bronze bar into a dagger or into all these sorts of different things, right? And everything has different recipes, combinations, and it's awesome. And I like leveling up the skills to make better stuff to either sell or use for my own character. And I liked it because, especially in RuneScape, like, if you get a high smithing and mining level, you're able to make this awesome equipment that lower level players or people that haven't put in the grind for being a blacksmith like you don't have. So you can either give it to them, sell it to them, trade, whatever. And it makes you feel like, oh, I'm this master blacksmith. And I don't know, it's awesome. And I kind of like that. If you specialize in a craft, you kind of feel like you're actually being special, because not everyone has that. It feels like you're actually working towards being better at said craft. I don't know I know that's kind of a weird thing, but it's just changed how I craft in games. So now, especially in a game like Warframe, a game that I've recently been playing, I will loot everything, because I don't know specifically what I'm going to need to loot to potentially build down the line. But in Warframe, there's an infinite inventory, so I'm going to collect everything I can just in case. So I'll run through levels and I'll break everything, loot everything, and it's great. I don't know. RuneScape is just a really good game, and for some reason I don't understand this argument. This is a completely separate topic, by the way. I want someone to comment down below. Tell me why you think old school RuneScape is better than RuneScape 3. There's a ton, and I mean a ton, of people that on old school RuneScape I'll be like, hey, what do you think's better, old school RuneScape or RuneScape 3? They'll say, oh, definitely old school RuneScape. But why? I know there's the whole nostalgia factor. I had someone answer saying that RuneScape 3 is more for role playing and old school RuneScape is more of a challenge, but look at the game. It's not really that much of a challenge. I know there's bosses and other things down the line, and there's no hand holding, but RuneScape 3 just has the better graphics, it runs better, it just seems so much easier. Like, all the things that are a pain in the ass and kind of tedious to do in old school RuneScape are fixed in RuneScape 3, but I don't understand how that turns people off of RuneScape 3. That was a little tangent I decided to go on. Also, before I forget, shoutouts to JackHuddo on Twitter. I'll have all of his stuff down below for getting me back into RuneScape. He's a big RuneScape guy. Check him out. Awesome dude. Definitely, I appreciate him turning me back on to the great world of RuneScape. So, there's that. And with that all being said, thank you all so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a like if you enjoyed it. If you did not enjoy it, please leave a comment down below and let me know what I can do better for the next one. And that'll be all, guys. This has been the Soul Astronaut, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.